Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls, and happy August. And not very happy back-to-school sales, sorry. And, of course, happy birthday to President Barack Obama, born 48 years ago in Hawaii, or Kenya, or Iowa, or Tatooine, whatever makes you happy, or angry, whatever you need. Well, you can probably guess Uncle Jay's news word for this week. Clunker. A clunker usually means a car. Inefficient, doesn't work more days than it does, wastes money. Sounds like a government program. And it is, boys and girls, Cash for Clunkers. This is such a simple program, boys and girls, that Uncle Jay is going to explain it to you in one breath. You ready? Here we go. Certain old cars can be traded in for new ones, and then the dealers will credit you thousands of bucks and get paid back by the government. But the government website crashed, and so the dealers were punked, and nobody knew how many clunkers were junked, and so the whole program flunked. But then suddenly it got re-spunked. But then at the same time, the rules were rethunk, and they might be shrunk, and so the clunk you could have cashed in and drunk might turn out to be junk again. Can't wait for health care. Well, last week's news also had a reminder of an idea from a few months ago. Remember last April when Air Force One flew over New York City without warning just so it could take some cool photos? Well, the Pentagon has just released over 100 of the photos, and it proves that it was worth spending almost $500,000 and scaring the pants off of people just for these magnificent one-of-a-kind, Statue of Liberty. Oh, a sailboat got in the shot. Maybe they could Photoshop that out. And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Jack in Sacramento. Hi, Jack. Jack writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I saw that beer summit thing with President Obama and the black professor and the white policeman. Does that really count as news, or was it just for show? Thanks, Jack. Well, we can't ask Walter Cronkite about that, but it was a good way of resolving a bad episode with just a small, quiet get-together in the White House Guard. Could we show the small, quiet part of the thank you. It's good, Jack, that they got to share their thoughts privately, with no microphones allowed, especially with Joe Biden there, because you never know. I've always supported racial harmony, like those Boys to Men. Those are really talented guys. Don't forget, you can see more at www.UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a great kid is great news.